Hi, everybody. Welcome back to ISC West 2022. Chuck Harold, SecurityGuideTV.com with the Rad Security booth, RadSecurity.com. My next guest, Mr. Jeremy Scott, the U.S. Sales Director for Arcules.com. Mr. Jeremy, welcome, my friend.
Hi, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
I love talking to you guys. I've talked to you, I think I think I've spoken to you a couple of times.
You have, yes, sir.
Yeah, and you're in stand, let's see, what's the number? 22009 here at ISC West.
Correct.
What do you guys do for people who don't know?
So Arcules is a cloud security video surveillance application hosted in the Google Cloud.
Oh, the Google Cloud.
Yes, sir.
It's a good platform.
It's a great platform.
Yeah, pretty stable.
Pretty much born in the cloud. It was the cloud.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So how has cybersecurity how has cybersecurity affected the adoption of the cloud? Because, you know, us security folks are kind of cautious.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to put all my secret squirrel stuff up in the cloud. I think everybody's running there now, but we're still going slowly in security, aren't we?
We are. So cybersecurity has been in front of everybody's mind. Hacking is almost in the news every single day.
Every day.
Personal data is leaking everywhere. And there's a natural reluctance to put your data with someone else.
Exactly.
Right? So companies like Arcules, we go through pen testing and we go through other kinds of testing, including SOC 2 compliance. That helps to alleviate any of the apprehensive tendencies that some of the companies have. So it's shined a light on our industry to be better about understanding the needs of the IT space, protection of the company's data, intellectual property, and things like that. It's always been an afterthought in our industry, I think, because we're always thinking about the physical security and not the other security that complements that. So it's getting us all to learn more and understand more, broader scope. And it just leads to better products and better collaboration.
You know what's interesting psychologically about that is that we have no problem giving people our money and putting it in a bank.
That's a very true story.
Right? I mean, and data is money in time.
Data is money.
Maybe more so than money in a way.
Absolutely.
It can be, right? But it is interesting that we have that little still hesitation on that. But how much does consumer engagement play a role in getting things to the cloud? Or, you know, in other words, the user, the one that drives this, or is the CEO the one that drives getting the cloud?
I think it's probably a little bit of both.
Okay.
I think the consumer, the user, their everyday life is in the cloud, whether it's a phone or a tablet. They don't load anything on it anymore. It's all saved somewhere else. And the biggest benefit to them is convenience. If that thing breaks, it gets lost, they can remotely shut it down.
Right.
And they can recover all of their data.
I like it, you know, but I'm a triple redundancy guy.
Yeah. Okay.
I got flash drive, I got cloud, I got hard drive.
Yes.
So I'm a hard drive. I have 4 or 5 different places.
Okay.
If I lose a video, that's it. There's only one of those.
That's a good point.
Are your consumers? What's the right word? Are they engaged in it? Are they actively learning how to do it? Because in other words, the cloud is secure in many, many ways.
It is.
But you can still have plenty of human error that doesn't help the situation be secure.
That's a very good point. So it's also about education, right? And we mentioned it just a few minutes ago in an earlier comment. So they're driving it because, you know, I look at it like sort of crowdsourcing the data, right? You're crowdsourcing in real time, people influencing from the bottom up and from the top down. Really, it's not, when I said earlier, it's a combination of both, right? There is a need from the top down to be more secure and to be more aware, not just physically, but of everything we're doing. You know, a rule we have at shows like this is everybody's listening.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
And they're listening everywhere you go.
Yep.
And it's the same with cybersecurity. They're listening for little hints of things like that. So it's vigilance. It's, just everybody banding together and learning into understanding why we have to keep our data safe. You know, our livelihoods depend on it.
Yeah. Now, I was fortunate enough to have 2 jobs in 2 studios running security. First thing I learned from transitioning from law enforcement into a corporate culture of entertainment was that I had to learn the culture. The culture was the most important thing for me to understand, not my skill set. Nobody cared about my skill set. They cared if I got along with everybody.
Yeah, that's a great point.
If I was going to sell them something, an idea for security, I'd understand the culture in which I function in it. Your company is very well known for the culture, right? It's got a great company culture.
It does.
Tell people why this is so important for an emerging company to focus on the culture, because you can have the best mousetrap in the world, and if nobody likes the people that work with you, that's it. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah, so culture really, I think in my personal opinion, there's 2 viewpoints to culture. There's an internal culture for
Yes.
people within the organization, and then there's an external perception of that same culture. So internally, we're very people-focused. We believe in development and raising everyone around us, more collaborative. And that actually transitions and lends greater authenticity when we're engaging with customers, because their needs and problems that we can solve, we want to do those before we solve our own.
Right.
And it's the same internally. The team that I lead, it's more important for me to make sure that they have what they need before I have what I need. And that just breeds trust, authenticity, camaraderie, collaboration. And it's the same with a customer, whether it's a channel partner or an end user.
Right.
And if they believe that you believe in your culture, when you talk about your culture, they're going to believe you.
That's right.
And they're going to be like, well, I'm kind of jealous. I'd like to understand more about your culture.
Right.
How do we become part of that culture?
It's two-way authentication.
It's two-way authentication. It's cultural
That's a
authentication.
good one, right?
I like it. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Another way we used to describe it is that I had internal clients and external clients.
Absolutely.
And if I treated my employees as clients, it's just much more successful. That's the way it goes.
Well, that's a really great, and conversely, if we treat our clients like they're part of our team,
That's right.
it also adds that just, it's a white glove service at that point.
What are customers asking about at the show? What's you stop by the booth and they say, Jeremy, I got this issue. Here it is.
Well, so typically this is all about security, right? We're in the
Right.
ISC West. But it's also about taking some of the security technologies that we all know and the ones that are growing and evolving, and how they can take and apply those into other aspects of their business.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
How can we streamline, whether it's retail, moving people in the right parts of our stores, or product placement, or maybe it's marketing research. There are so many things outside of security that the wonderful people that attend these shows create for a specific purpose that can help so many other organizations and aspects of organizations.
I'm seeing this a lot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how that translates. Your widget factory is secure, but if your widget factory is safe, that extends into other business areas. Safety and security are two separate things.
Absolutely.
Close together, right?
Absolutely.
So I hear what you're saying on that. I can see how they're, and I see it also a lot of people speaking about converging, merging autonomous devices here, right? So
Absolutely.
how do we build autonomy into our product? How do we converge with somebody else to make it work?
Absolutely.
It just makes everybody safer.
It really does.
Together,
It really does. And you made a very key observation there with the word safe. Safe and secure are not the same thing. People who feel safe in their environment, they believe more in the culture of that environment, because
That's right.
they're taken seriously and they feel they're cared for.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm not ever secure from what I do because I'm always around doing a bunch of stuff.
Absolutely.
But I feel internally safe because I'm in the
yeah.
business of understanding my environment, situational awareness.
It's a
That's
great
what it was,
point.
Yeah.
Great point.
Very good, my friend. Well, good luck to you guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
Company, website?
We are Arcules, and our website is www.arcules.com.
Excellent. Booth 2210
22009.
009. Right. Excellent. Back in here at ISC West 2022 and Security Guide TV.
Perfect. Thanks,
Thanks,
Chuck.
buddy.
Appreciate you. It's
All right.
good to see you again.